Morning fire signs. This is a general reading taking us up to around the end of the month. I put it out to a poll on Instagram to see what people wanted reading wise. Devil showing itself, we'll see if that comes back up. See what people wanted, and it was massive majority for a general reading, but a lot of people were still asking for love and like career and things like that. So I will do some of those, hence the reason I'm doing these by element, not sign specific, because I can just get a few more readings out that way. I'm trying to find the way it works best, so by all means feel free to drop a comment and let me know like how you prefer readings, because then that way I can try and work out a way that's getting them out in a way that people will use them best. That bit of my hair is driving me absolutely nuts. So if I keep fiddling with that, sorry. And I've got this really weird glow coming off me that I've got no idea where it's coming from. I think the sun's like way over there behind a massive cloud, so it's really bizarre. So yeah, I mean, all the readings so far have been brilliant, so hopefully yours is going to be just as nice. I'll get these out as fast as I can over the next couple of days. Information's all in the drop down box for personal readings, donations, my Etsy store for the items that I sell some like witchcrafty bits and things like that. Not to mention my twin flame candles, glowing nicely there. Real silver and real gold, and moonstone and sunstone and stuff in them, so check them out on my Etsy. And yeah, if you can hear my dog running around, sorry about that. He's been, I don't normally have him upstairs, but he looked so miserable in the kitchen when I went down, I had to let him in. So, yeah, basically, that's that. I'll crack on. So what do air signs need to know? Sorry, not air signs, we'll start again. What do fire signs need to know for this next couple of weeks? King of Pentacles and the Hierophant coming out. So father figure energy crossed with some kind of teacher. We've got some kind of like leadership type energy with the Six of Cups. So this could be in this context because we've got father, we've got teacher, we've got children. So this looks like some kind of family situation to me, with the Five of Pentacles being out in the cold. That's 2 5s as well with the Hierophant. Some kind of financial struggle. Also King of Pentacles being financial stability. So I feel that somebody, we've got a couple of things going on here. And death. So it's a transformation of the situation. So I've got a couple of things coming through. First off, I'm feeling that for some masculine energy here, that there may be some childhood wounds that need addressing, or that have been getting addressed. I feel like this Hierophant sort of showing itself as being a learning curve, having been a teacher, that's allowed them to deal with these childhood issues. For some reason, I'm picking up something to do with church really strong, and I don't know why it's coming through as much today, but it is with the Hierophant and with this, you know, like they're outside the church. Where I live, the church is like directly opposite me, and my eyes just keep getting drawn up to it, which is really weird. I don't know if this could be some kind of redressing of religious factors. You know, perhaps like having grown up in some kind of religious background, and you know, there's some kind of childhood issues that you've dealt with regarding that. That's going to be really specific for somebody. I mean, that's not going to be everybody, but I feel like somebody's been working on getting over those issues. I mean, if it's not specifically a church, it's religion, beliefs, things like that. I feel like there may have been some kind of masculine energy redressing here as well, as far as work and finances. Like a lot of templates and beliefs and things like that that are being redressed. and you kind of, you know, you maybe sort of struggle through a bit of a dark night of the soul type of thing. You come out of it transformed, like you've learned a lot in that time. I'm going to dig in a bit more and see what's what. So King of Pentacles. What is this King of Pentacles trying to tell our fire signs? Two of Wands. So, making bold and ambitious choices. It's kind of like looking out towards the future. This could be being at a distance from somebody as well for some. Although, again, that's only going to be sort of specific to one person. I'm not really sure how it fits, but it's coming to me, so it's something. It's kind of like looking out towards the future and making decisions. This card in this deck as well can relate to same-sex relationships. So perhaps getting that somebody's maybe been through a dark night of the soul and some of these issues with like traditional values and religion and things like that. This is perhaps where that's come through. Somebody's been like sort of raised to believe that that's wrong. And they're struggling with that. Or the family is struggling with that. You know, they're kind of like, do you? Screw other people. You're only here for as long as you're here to learn whatever it is to learn. You're not here to make yourself miserable to keep other people happy. That's all I'm saying on that one. But yeah, so yeah, it's looking towards the future and making some kind of plans. Or quite often with things that set your soul on fire, you know, like something, you've kind of discovered a new spark and passion for something, and the Two of Wands is kind of making those plans to act on that. So whatever this is, you've discovered, this is like saying it's time to start acting on that. Strength. So somebody's been through some difficult times, dark night of the soul type stuff, like I say, and they've learned some strength from it. Or the need to draw upon some of that strength to get them through it. And like I say, I've got a strong thing about belief systems coming through it. There's like wounded masculine energy about like being the money winner and, you know, the breadwinner in the family. Maybe because they've been through a tough time, struggling that they haven't been doing that. But psychologically, you know, it's like, that's not necessarily how it works. It's not always all on the masculine. You know, like those kinds of belief systems, that's for some. I mean, masculine energy more than any is coming through strongest here. I'm feeling this is a lot for masculines than it is for feminines, but that's energy that I'm referring to. A female can have masculine energy. And, well, we've all got both. But one can be primarily, you know, like more of a divine masculine side of feminine body, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is kind of like asking you to realise that you've been through a lot of this stuff, but it's been to teach you these lessons, to teach you this strength. You're going through, you know, you go through this transformation, and it's like you're not going to be broken and ruined by these things. You face these traumas, you're fixing them, you're healing them, you're cracking down these belief systems, and it's making you a whole new version of you. So, Six of Cups. It's pretty damn deep. Six of Cups. With the Six of Wands on top of it. This is victory. Whatever this childhood, we've got the two sixes as well, no. Whatever this is you've been battling emotionally, childhood wounds, childhood scars. Also, just quickly while I remember, this could be somebody who feels that they can't leave their current situation because of the children. And again, that's a traditional template they've got in the mind. You know, they feel, oh, I've got to stay because of the kids. All this stuff is outdated. Do not get me wrong, yes, breakups can be bad for children, but being in a toxic household is worse. So, you know, for some, this is recognition and victory after having dealt with these childhood battles. Do you know, this is like strength and victory. What more do you want? Do you know what I mean? And it's like being recognised for your efforts in something. It's like if you're struggling at the moment, this is to tell you that, you know, this card's appeared to tell you that keep your head up, you're going to win this one. This is you've got it in the bag. So, Five of Pentacles with King of Pentacles again. So we could be seeing some Taurus masculine energy here, triple Taurus. King of Pentacles from 2 decks and the Hierophant. So yeah, that's a lot of Taurus energy going on there. Masculine Taurus energy. But yeah, this is on top of the Five of Pentacles. So this is saying if you've been struggling, it's like, you know, if you've been if you're struggling in that template of having to be the breadwinner and having to have money and things like that, and you're feeling emasculated by it, this is by not being in that position. You will get back to that position, but you need to understand that sometimes these things are stripped away from us to show us that they're not actually really important, and the way that we view these things, you know, that you've got to be bringing all this money in to be a man or whatever. The universe will, you know, if it can often strip these things away so that you can see that it's really not like that at all. There are more important things in life, you know. And then once the lessons are learned, you can work your way back up to that again because you'll have a whole new understanding of it. I hope my explanation resonated in some way there, because I'm not even sure if that made sense, but I hope it did. Right, so what do we need to know about this Death card? The fire signs. So we've got 2. As I was just saying, 9 of the 9 Hermit, which is in this deck, it's Epiphany. So this is new understandings. This is coming out on the Death card, you know, like transformation. It's having soul searched, gone deep within. You know, you suddenly come to understand the way of the world. You know, you're transformed into a different person, and you are getting back in your balance materially, but it can also be with home, like balancing your time and energy and money and everything across the places it's got to go. But that's because you've got this new understanding of it. You're balancing it in the right places. Your old ideas about all this have been stripped away completely, and you're coming to this new understanding. We've also got the 2 twos with the 2 of Wands as well. So yeah, not much more to say. I'm going to take a couple off this deck and we'll see what it's got to say before I finish. So Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man have popped out together, which is telling me, again, new ways of looking at love, new ways of looking at connections and relationships. Got a few too many to take on this side. I'm not going to take all these. I'm going to shuffle things up more. There go my crystals. Yeah, it's easy. See love and relationships and connections from a new perspective. Let go of, if you're resisting, you know, if you're kind of gripping onto these old ideas, like I say, the universe eventually comes along and shows you the hard way, like I say, Dark Night of the Soul type energy. But if you can help yourself along by hitting the Hanged Man energy and pausing, surrendering and letting it go. Death again. Double death energy. So I feel like there's been some hard transformation for some of you. Definitely like hard awakening. You've been forced to see this from a new perspective. Look, we've got the sun around his head and we've got the sun coming up in the background there, look. You've been forced to see this from a different view. Again, for me, seeing that sun twice, that's like I say, Dark Night of the Soul energy. So it can be a warning that, you know, you can choose to view these things differently. Be easier on yourself. Take some, like, surrender to it. you know, let go of the beliefs. But beware if you don't. The universe may need to show you a little bit harder. So yeah, not really a lot to say there, other than because you know, quite a few different ways it's going to resonate for different fire signs. But more than anything, it's like the smashing down of traditions and templates, healing childhood wounds and transformations. So yeah, but remember the 6 of Wands, you've got it. You've got it. You know, victory and strength. That's exactly what you'll get from it. So yeah, thank you.